Welcome students. Today we are going to see our grammar third lesson, simple and compound sentences, its solutions. Let us begin. The exercise, get set. Write a verb in each blank to complete each crazy sentence. Now the textbook is telling us that the sentences are crazy. It means our verb will be not a very normal verb. We will have to think of such action words which will suit the meaning of the sentence. So the first sentence is, the cow went crazy and dash over the moon. So I would say the cow went crazy and ran over the moon. The man felt sleepy and sat on the road. The woman swallowed a fly and wanted to fly. The child hugged a tree but was called from his parents. The monkey wore a hat and thought he was a man. So students, just now whatever verbs I told, whatever came into my mind that I told you. If you have anything else in your mind, you can always write that, but only it should match the meaning of that sentence. Okay? So please complete this exercise. Now, the next exercise is for your understanding. So let us read it. Let us learn. Read the sentences. The first sentence, Shelly lives in a 2-storied building in Delhi. Second sentence, she goes to school by car. And the third sentence, everybody in the neighborhood likes Shelly very much. Now in all these three sentences, it has only one subject and only one finite verb. So all the three sentences are simple sentences. Let us move to the fourth sentence. Shelly worked very hard and won an award last year. Now here we can see a conjunction, that is and. So this sentence is not a simple sentence. The fifth sentence, her father is a doctor and treats the patients well. So again, both these sentences, that is fourth and fifth, these sentences contain more than one finite verb, that is Shelly worked very hard and won an award last year. So it has two finite verb, that is worked hard means worked, and the second is won. And also in these sentences, if we read both the sentences before and after and, then both these parts make us sense. So these are two independent clauses. So this kind of sentences are called as compound sentences. So this exercise was just for your understanding. I hope you must have written it in the notebook and just mark 1, 2, 3 as simple sentences and 4 and 5 as compound sentences. Now let us move to the next exercise. Exercise B. Read the sentences and underline the finite verbs. Then write S for simple sentences and C for compound sentences. So students, finite verbs are the verbs which are the verb forms which tell us about the tense of the sentence. And you already know what is a simple sentence and a compound sentence. So only when only one clause is there, main clause is there, then it is simple sentence. When two independent clauses or main clauses are there, then it is a compound sentence. So first sentence, Jane goes to school regularly. Here goes is the finite verb because it tells us that the sentence is in present tense, and this is a simple sentence. Saturday is my lucky day of the week. Is the finite verb, and this is again a simple sentence. Rabindranath Tagore is a renowned poet and was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. Now here is a first finite verb, and second is was, that is again a finite verb, and this is a compound sentence as it is having two clauses and it is joined by the conjunction and. Fourth sentence, Tom Sawyer skipped school quite often. So skipped is our finite verb and is a simple sentence. Haley had two older sisters but her parents were dead. So had is the finite verb and but is the word which is joining the two clauses, that's why it is a compound sentence. She loved her grandfather very much. So loved is the finite verb and this is a simple sentence. Florence Nightingale not only looked after people but also treated living creatures as well. So Nightingale not only looked. So looked is our finite verb. The two clauses are joined by but, so it is a compound sentence. And Robin did well in test and was rewarded by the teacher. So here did is our finite verb, was is again our finite verb, and this is a compound sentence. Here in the boxes, two very important facts are given. When a sentence has two main clauses, it is called a double sentence. So a compound sentence is also called as a double sentence when it has only two main clauses. When it has more than two main clauses, then it is called a multiple sentence. So please mark it as a star and remember it. Watch out. Do not use a comma if the subject of the two combined clauses is the same. Example, he bakes and sells pies. So here comma will not come. But when the subjects are different, then there should be a comma. We had taken such examples in the PPT. So please go through it once and you will recollect few examples. Coming to exercise number C, write S for simple and C for compound sentences. A very easy exercise. Let us do it. We went to Mussoorie during our summer vacation. So this one is already done for us. It is a simple sentence. There are no joining words like conjunctions and or but nothing. So it is a simple sentence. Second sentence. Reena asked for a day's leave, but her request was not granted by the principal. Now here we can also see a comma, we can also see a but. So there are two clauses in the sentences, that's why it is a compound sentence. So please write C in front of the second sentence. Do you wish to visit the book fair on Monday? Simple sentence. Have you seen the bunch of keys anywhere? Again a simple sentence. Mrs. Brown lives in India, but her husband lives in New York. Here the two clauses are joined by but, so it is a compound sentence. Sixth one, I can either go to the post office or visit the bank. Here or is joining two main clauses, so it is a compound sentence. Seventh one, you must share this message with other friends or they would not know about it. Compound sentence. They cancelled their plans for the Holi party and went for a short excursion instead. Again it is a compound sentence. My parents went to China and I was left all alone in the house, but I did not feel scared. Again it is a compound sentence. Rahul stood first in the competition, so his class teacher rewarded him. Here so and comma are there, so this is again a compound sentence. We'll go to the next exercise now. Next exercise, that is D. Underline the right option from those given in brackets. Now in the brackets there are conjunctions. So coordinating conjunctions. So what we will do is we will read the conjunctions and we will have to make out which one is suitable for forming a proper meaning of the sentence. So I will tell you and then you will read each sentence 2-3 times so that you understand why we are using and for a typical sentence and but in a typical sentence and or in a other typical sentence. So first is we can order biryani or we can order a pizza. Now here we cannot say we can order biryani and we can order a pizza. We can order biryani but we can order a pizza. So we can order biryani and pizza would have been one sentence, but here we can order biryani and again we can order is there, so here or is more suitable. So we can order biryani or we can order a pizza. Second sentence, the princess had long golden hair and all the ladies in waiting admired it. Third sentence, you can send the message through email or you can write a letter immediately. Betty likes to get drenched in the rain, but she catches a cold after that. Fifth one, Maria bought 2 tickets for a film show, but she lost them on her way home. Better start early or you will be late. We must begin the program immediately or we will all be very late. Rohit wanted to pet the dog, but he was very scared. 100 turtles were captured, but they were released by the timely intervention of the authorities. 10th one, we had difficulty finding a place to stay, but all our relatives came forward to help us. So read these sentences more and more and write the correct answers, then you will understand why we are using a typical word in the bracket. On the same lines of using the conjunctions, we have this exercise E for solving. Using the conjunctions and or but, combine the pairs of simple sentences to form compound sentences. So in each sentence, that is 1 to 8, two sentences are given and we have to join them by either using and or but. So first one is done for us. I will not take that. We'll go to the second one directly. He drew an outline of the scenery. His partner filled it with colors. So the answer would be correct if we join it with and. He drew an outline of the scenery and his partner filled it with colors. Om rushed to the railway station, but he missed the train just by a few minutes. Fourth one, Kanika will buy the book or she will borrow it from Rahul. Everybody is angry with Pawan for being impolite, but they cannot punish him. Anu kept the document on the table, but she could not find it after an hour. Len does not like fruits, but he loves chocolates very much. You may choose to dust the room or you may choose to mop the floor. I hope you all must have understood this. If not, then please listen from 1 to 8 again and complete in your notebook this exercise E. Now, our next exercise is let us speak. This is a very beautiful exercise in which you are being asked to complete the poem. So, while completing the poem, what do we have to remember? That our last words of the poem should be rhyming. Like each and every sentence should rhyme with the next coming sentence. So, here first 2 sentences are done for us. And then we have to complete the exercise. Work in pairs and complete the poem. Make sure the last words in each line you add rhyme with the last word of the previous line. Then read your poem aloud to the class. Now again, while also taking care of the rhyming of the sentences, we also have to take care of the meaning of the sentence. We cannot only take any rhyming word, because then our whole sentence, when we will be reading it at the last, it will not make any sense. So as this is a very first exercise of this type for you, so I have done this for you. I will read it out and then you can write if you have not already done it. But if you have done it on your own, I am really very curious to read what my students have written, because this is a very creative type of exercise. So if anybody has done this on their own, do send it to me on my WhatsApp number. Now let us begin. I will read it for you. What words I have chosen to complete the poem. It was a day that started strange, for everything looked changed. The sun rose up in the sky, but the clouds said the sun bye bye. The cock slept soundly, and upon waking croaked loudly. The snakes were out of the holes, though it seemed they do not have any rolls. The dogs in the kennels whined, and scary enough, everything was ruined. And lo, soon the earth began to shake, and there was a severe earthquake. Now, whatever words I have chosen to rhyme with the previous line, I think the meaning of the poem becomes very clear, that how everything is looking strange to the poet, because that was the day when the earthquake came, and so we have just written lines so that the meaning is good enough. Next exercise is let us listen. Listen carefully and match the sent clauses in the two columns correctly. Two separate clauses are there, but those are dependent on each other. So this is a complex type of sentences, and here the clauses in the first column should match to the clauses in the second column. Now this exercise is taken from the story Jack and the Beanstalk. You must have read it before. So if we know the story, it will be very easy for us to match the columns. So now the first one, Jack had a cow. So it is matching with Jack had a cow, but he exchanged it for magical beans, that is C option. Second, Jack returned home very happy, it matches with D, but his mother was very upset. Jack was scolded by his mother, and it matches with E, and went to bed without supper. Next morning the beans were missing, but it matches with B, but there was a tall beanstalk outside his window. Fifth one, Jack was looking for an adventure, and he climbed the beanstalk. Now the next exercise is let us write. So there are two houses for sale, a spacious 3-bedroom flat and an independent 2-bedroom house. If you wish to buy one, which would you prefer? What are the reasons for your preference? Write in your notebook 10 simple and 10 compound sentences giving your views. Now here one situation is given to you, that you have to imagine that two houses are available for you to buy. You want to buy a house and you have two options. One is of a 3-bedroom spacious flat that is in the building, and another is the independent house which is of 2-bedroom. So if you wish to buy, which would you prefer? And then what are the reasons for your preference? So thinking this situation, you have to write 20 sentences, and in that 10 should be simple sentences and 10 should be compound sentences. It is a bit complex exercise, but if you will try enough, it is not very difficult. So try solving this on your own. Otherwise I will have to give one example to you, but many students, what they do, they simply copy what teacher has given and they do not try to do it on their own. So please don't do that. First of all, you have to try it to solve on your own. Next exercise is activity. Race it out. Work in pairs and quickly find 5 compound sentences in any textbook you have in your bag. Write them down and share them with the class. Now in this activity you simply have to take out any of your textbook. I would say you can take out your SST textbook and quickly you have to find 5 compound sentences in that textbook. So just copy it down from the textbook, but you will have to identify which are the compound sentences over there. So this you can do, and for the previous exercise please try to solve it, or you can also copy down the one which I will give after this. So students, this is the exercise. Let us write. I have written it for you as this is for the very first time you are facing such kind of exercise. Do not simply copy but also write on your own. Thank you.